So how many points do we need if you have to graph? At least 2, right? For a line, you need at least 2. 3 is fine. You know, if you're a bad artist like me, I need 4 of them. Last time we talked about the y-intercept. Yes. What is the y-intercept? It is the point on the y-axis where the line intercepts. So here, that y-intercept is -3. So we know that point, and that point is right here. So one of the points we already know for the line. So the rest is going to be easy by using the tabular approach. Pick an easy number, but you can't pick 0 because when it's 0, you get -3. Already taken care of it. So another easy number. 1. So when I plug in 1, I'll get 2 times 1 minus 3, get -1. So that point is right here. I guess I'll use one more. Another easy point, 2. Four minus 3 is 1. So when it's 2, we get 1. It's right over there. Not to scale. And connect the dots. Does that make sense? What is the first easy point? -2. That would be the y-intercept. So -2. And then you could pick 2 points at random, pick easy ones. So if I pick -1, I will have -2 minus 4 times -1. -4 times -1, positive 4, 4 minus 2 is 2. I just have to connect the dots and cheat. Still bad. That's better. Good. Oh, it doesn't have to be. I mean, I drew it dotted so that it kind of looks straight. It's an optical illusion. Okay, one more for you to try. 5 over 2x plus 4. What is the easy point that we can sketch? 4. Y-intercept, it's right there. Now, we want to pick an x value that would work for us, and it's easy. What is an easy x value that you can think of? -2. Why is that? Because it's not going to come out or as a fraction. But why not positive? What do you think? Okay. Annika, why not +2? Well, if you put positive 2, you would get 5 plus 4, 9, right? It's going to go way up. So if I put in negative 2, I'd have negative 5 plus 4, I'd get negative 1. So right here. Good. And then connect the dots. Wow. What was that? You get the point. I'm not an artist. So using the calculator is working smart. Can you see, or do you want me to do? It's a little bit better. So click y equals so that you can enter the equation. But the key thing to remember here is it should always be of the form 2x minus 3 or minus 2 minus 4x. We will do examples where it is not of this form. If it is not, then we have to rewrite it. So in this problem, it is not a big deal, or the previous or the one over there, 5 over 2x. Anytime you have fractions, put it inside parentheses, or else you will get it wrong. And plus 4. Graph. And there's the line. Good. So you can see on the y-axis, it crosses the y-axis at 4. And on the x-axis, I believe it's about negative 1.5. So you can find the x-intercept here as well. I'll show you how to find the x-intercept using the calculator also. Good. Which one should we pick, that or that? I guess that. So y is equal to 2x minus 3. We graphed it. We now want to find the y-intercept and the x-intercept. It is silly to find the y-intercept because it is given to us. And what is that value? Negative 3. So that right there is the y-intercept. And it is also there. Yes? Now we want to find the x-intercept. Let's see if you remember from last time. How do we find the x-intercept? Well, x-intercept would mean the point where the line crosses the x-axis, correct? So what is the value of y right there? 0. So to find the x-intercept, you set y equals 0 and you solve for x. Does that make sense? So if I set y equals 0, 0 would equal to 2x minus 3. Move the 3 to the other side, 2x. Divide by 2 on both sides. 3 over 2 is the x-intercept. By all means, I didn't do bad, right? The x-intercept is at 1.5, close. Does that make sense? Good. Now, so we have y equals 2x minus 3. The graphing part we know, and there is that line. So how did we find the x-intercept? we set y equal to 0. So we call the x-intercept as the 0 of the line, or 0 crossing. So that's where the line becomes or crosses 0 on the x-axis. So press second trace. Option number 2, it says 0. Enter. And you would see a blinking cursor right over there. So it is asking you for the left bound. So you can see the 0 there. It's right over here. Yes. The left bound is some value below the 0. The calculator picked one and did it for you. So I'm going to hit enter. And now it wants to know the right bound. So you just have to cross over and go to the right side of 0. You can use the arrow key and slowly move up, 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 up. Good. Enter. Guess. Enter again. 1.5. Does that make sense? So the y-intercept for that curve is 1.5. With me? Okay. So now I want you to find the the x-intercept for 5. So 5 over 2 x plus 4 graph. And there is the line. And I know that the x-intercept is right over there. So press second trace, number 2, which is 0. It's asking for the left bound, so you have to go to the left of the 0, enter. Then it's asking for the right bound, so right of the 0, enter. Enter one more time, gives you negative 1.6. Did we get negative 1.6? Yes. We want to find the x-intercept, y-intercept, and 1 or 2 points that are solutions for that particular line. It doesn't look anything like what we did before because, you know, the x is on the wrong side. The number is on the left-hand side, which is fine, but there is a 2 over there. Do you believe that the y-intercept is 6? So Landry says yes. We'll see. First step, keep y on the left-hand side, move everything to the right. So 3x plus 6. Divide by 2 on both sides. So y, 2 over 2 is 1, 3 over 2. And what is 6 over 2? 3. So the y-intercept is 3. We want to find the x-intercept. So how do we find the x-intercept? Y equals 0, so 2 times 0 would equal to 3x plus 6. 0 would be equal to 3x plus 6. Move the 6 to the other side, you will get negative 6 equals 3x. What should we do next? divide by 3. So negative 6 over 3 equals x, which would mean x is negative 2. Good. Now, they want you to find 1 or 2 points that are solutions to that particular equation. What do they mean by that? Mm-hmm. Coordinate path, it's a point, but what are the points? What's your name? Anisella. Anisella says I could simply use the x-intercept and the y-intercept. She's absolutely right. So -2, 0 and 0, 3, both of them are solutions to that equation. And do we know why? Why? Why is that true? Because they lie on the line. Any point that lies on the line would be the proper solution to the equation. In the sense, when you plug x and y, it will match up. So can you come up with another point? It's pretty straightforward. So I could pick an easy number. Who wants to give me an easy number? 2. So 2. So y would be equal to 3 over 2 times 2 plus 6. What would happen to the 2's? So 3 plus 6 is 9. So that coordinate path, 2, 9, will lie on the line. So that is also a solution. Does that make sense? Yes. So in a problem like this, if you find the y-intercept and x-intercept, by default, those 2 points will lie on the line. So they are solutions to that particular line. They would satisfy that equation. That makes sense? Okay. So I've seen some students say, well, I don't want to rewrite it, I'll keep it as is and find the x and y intercept. That's fine, but it is better to rewrite it in the slope intercept form because you can pick up the slope and intercept right away. We're going to talk about the slope too. So -3y, move the negative 4x to the other side, it becomes positive 4x. Now we have to divide by -3 on both sides. -3 over -3 is 1, so 4 over -3x plus 6 over -3. So -4 over 3x, 6 over -3 is -2. Good. Just by looking at it, I know that is the y-intercept. X is 0 when you are at the y-intercept, so it is 0, -2. How do we find the x-intercept? You set y equal to 0. Move the 2 to the other side. And, you can solve it the way you like it. I say cross multiply, but you can multiply both sides by -3 over 4. At the end of the day, you'll get -6 over 4, which is -3 over 2. So it is -1.5. So the x-intercept is negative 1.5, 0. Does that make sense? So we want to find the x-intercept, y-intercept, 1 or 2 points. So that are solutions. So we have 5y minus 4 equals 3x minus 4. Move the 4 to the other side, you'd have 3x minus 4 plus 4. What happens to the 2 4s? So you would have 5y equals 3x and divide by 5 on both sides. Y would be equal to 3 over 5x. Well, you don't directly see the y-intercept, but this plus 0 is still the same term, right? So you'd have 0. So y-intercept, when x is 0, y is 0. That's the origin. If a line's going to pass through the origin, it's only going to touch the origin. There is no other point, there is no other axis that it will touch directly. So y-intercept, x-intercept, they are one and the same. So x equals 0, y equals 0. So the x-intercept is x equals 0, y-intercept, y equals 0, and that will correspond to only 1 point, 0, 0. Of course, 0, 0 is a solution, but if you want to find another one, pick another easy number. 5, and you can say it's 5, so y equals 3 over 5 times 5, you get 3. Does that make sense? Yes?